there are 5 false assumptions about calories.
5 assumptions underlie the calorie deception. The first is that you can cut calories by exercising. This calorie deficit diet is often not sustainable, and most will fail at it. While you are likely to experience an initial weight loss, you are likely not to experience any long-term changes. If you cut incoming calories, you will eventually have to cut the calories you burn. The second fallacy is how your metabolic rate is steady. This false idea comes from the common belief that you regularly burn a certain number of calories. But this belief cannot consider all the variables of your metabolism. You need to be aware of your total baseline energy expenditure, which can vary by 50%. The third assumption is that we cannot control calorie storage. We assume we can control our eating habits. However, our bodies are the primary driving factors in when we eat and how much we consume. Body fat regulation is automatic, like breathing.
StoryShots is proud to bring you this free audiobook summary. Do you want to get access to more free audiobook summaries like this? Subscribe and click the bell button now to get notified each time we upload a new summary. You can also download our free app and enjoy thousands of other summaries of best-selling nonfiction books that are available in text, audio, and animated formats. StoryShots has been featured by Apple, Google, and The Guardian as one of the world's best reading and learning apps. Go to getstoryshots.com and download the app today. Happy learning.
Life gets busy. Has the Obesity Code been on your reading list? Learn the key insights now. We're scratching the surface here. If you don't already have Dr. Jason Fung's popular book on health, fitness, and dieting, get the audiobook for free using the link in the description or the StoryShots app to learn the juicy details.
StoryShots book summary and review of the Obesity Code. Unlocking the secrets of weight loss. Why intermittent fasting is the key to controlling your weight by Dr. Jason Fung. Introduction.
In this best-selling book, The Obesity Code, Dr. Jason Fung sets out an original and well-supported theory of obesity. Traditional thinking was that obesity is a function of calorie intake and exercise. However, Dr. Fung shares new insights into how proper nutrition and weight loss are functions of hormones. He focuses on insulin and how this powerful hormone appears to be the key to regulating metabolism. We can develop insulin resistance, which makes us fat. Dr. Jason Fung's theories use the latest scientific research into nutrition and obesity. This book is a step-by-step guide on losing weight and rebooting your health. We face an obesity epidemic. Despite all the diet advice available, we seem to get fatter. Dr. Fung brings a new perspective to the conversation on obesity with his bestseller, The Obesity Code. Not only full of insights, but also surprisingly funny. Read it to understand why the world became fat, how to reverse the epidemic, and how to stay thin yourself. Andreas Yingfeld, MD, founder of DietDoctor.com.
About Dr. Jason Fung.
Dr. Jason Fung is the world's leading expert on intermittent fasting and a low-carb diet. He specializes in treating type 2 diabetes. He has written 3 best-selling health books and co-founded the Intensive Dietary Management Program. He runs the fastingmethod.com, which advises on weight loss and managing blood sugar, focusing on low-carbohydrate diets and intermittent fasting. The Daily Mail has credited him as the doctor who invented intermittent fasting. He is also the scientific editor of the Journal of Insulin Resistance and the managing director of the nonprofit organization Public Health Collaboration Canada, an international group dedicated to promoting sound nutritional information. Dr. Fung's goal is to share knowledge to help with weight loss, to improve general health.
Story shot number 1. We face an obesity epidemic.
Obesity is an ever-present epidemic. Kidney specialists define obesity as being overweight to the point that it has negative health consequences. To reverse those negative effects, you must lose weight. Dr. Fung notes that most doctors and dietitians prescribe eating fewer calories and burning even more calories to lose weight. These calories originate from food. A calorie is a unit of energy calculated by burning foods in the lab and measuring the amount of heat released.
Story shot number 2. Don't focus on calories.
We begin with the history of counting calories. The practice began in the early 1900s with a series of bestsellers that claimed calories were responsible for weight gain. These books advised that the best way to lose weight was to cut calories. This idea couldn't be more far-fetched. These earlier theories are known as calorie-focused diets or caloric diets. They claim that the reasons you can't lose weight are that you eat too much and are lazy. In truth, this is far from the case.
Story shot number 3. Don't focus on fat.
In the late 1970s, fat became the new thing to avoid. Eating too much fat was linked to heart disease and is a key cause of obesity. Everyone seemed to adopt a low-fat, high-carb diet in response to this new finding. The basis of the food pyramid soon shifted to bread, pasta, and potatoes. For decades, this high-carb diet has been considered the healthier solution, but this is also a mistake. Fat is simply the body's stored food energy. In times of food scarcity, stored food, fat, is naturally released to fill the void. The body does not burn muscle to feed itself until all the fat stores are used. It's crucial to note that beneficial adaptive changes do not occur in the caloric reduction diet strategy. Dr. Jason Fung.
Story shot number 4. Focus on hormones.
Dr. Jason Fung argues that neither calories nor fat are the main causes of weight gain. Rather, hormones are the primary driver of weight gain. The foods we eat contribute significantly to our hormones. There are also genetic factors in weight gain. 70% of your tendency to gain weight is determined by your parentage. Obesity is overwhelmingly inherited. Dr. Jason Fung. Hormones regulate your body fat. They control how much fat you store, where it gathers, and how your body ends up using it in the future. So weight management goes beyond keeping tabs on calories in and out.
Story shot number 5. There are 5 false assumptions about calories.
5 assumptions underlie the calorie deception. The first is that you can cut calories by exercising. This calorie deficit diet is often not sustainable, and most will fail at it. While you are likely to experience an initial weight loss, you are likely not to experience any long-term changes. If you cut incoming calories, you will eventually have to cut the calories you burn. The second fallacy is how your metabolic rate is steady. This false idea comes from the common belief that you regularly burn a certain number of calories. But this belief cannot consider all the variables of your metabolism. You need to be aware of your total baseline energy expenditure, which can vary by 50%. The third assumption is that we cannot control calorie storage. We assume we can control our eating habits. However, our bodies are the primary driving factors in when we eat and how much we consume. Body fat regulation is automatic, like breathing. The fourth is that fat grows inexplicably. This couldn't be further from the truth. Nothing in our bodies happens by accident. Hormones control everything within your body. The biggest of the 5 assumptions is that all calories are alike. Proteins, fats, and carbs all contain calories, and your body uses these building blocks in different ways. Each stimulates a different hormone, thus uniquely contributing to obesity.
Story shot number 6. Hormone imbalance is to blame for obesity.
Hormonal imbalance is responsible for obesity. Hormones are molecules that deliver messages to cells. An example is insulin, which lets cells know when to take glucose out of the blood and use it as energy. High insulin levels encourage fat storage, while low levels are responsible for fat burning. Also, when your insulin level is high over an extended period, your body is likely to store more fat. It is possible to gain weight simply by prescribing you insulin. The hormone is powerful enough to outweigh what you eat or how many times you work out. Too much insulin over an extended time will likely make you obese and unhealthy. Numerous studies back this theory. The moment insulin levels are reduced, your body automatically stops the process of fat storage, and ultimately, you lose weight.
Story shot number 7. Social factors contribute to obesity.
Social factors make it harder to lose weight. The food industry influences you through triggering messaging. Big companies make money by selling you profitable food. It doesn't matter whether it is healthy or not. The food industry has 3 myths. The first is that snacking is good for your health. The second is that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. The third is that adding fruits and vegetables to your diet makes it healthy. Big companies design these myths to help them sell their products. There's a simple answer to the question of what to eat at snack time. Nothing. Don't eat snacks. Period. Simplify your life. Dr. Jason Fung. There is a link between socioeconomic status and obesity. States with the highest poverty levels also have the highest levels of obesity. The reason is that the cheapest and most filling foods are often refined carbohydrates. These are cheapest because there are agricultural subsidies for corn and wheat growers. This amounts to state-sponsored obesity. It targets the poorest and most vulnerable members of society. This is the end of part 1 and the free shot of this book. Thanks for listening. Get the full text and audiobook version on the StoryShots app. Which one of these key insights would you put into practice? Let us know by sending us a tweet to StoryShots. To dive into the details, order the full audiobook for free using the link in the description or the app. Did you like the lessons you learned here? Share to show you care or let us know by contacting our support at support@getstoryshots.com. We'd love to hear from you.
Did you like this audiobook summary? Click the like button now to support our channel. If you don't want to miss out on new free audiobook summaries, subscribe and click the bell button. You can also download our free app and enjoy thousands of other summaries of best-selling nonfiction books that are available in text, audio, and animated formats. StoryShots has been featured by Apple, Google, and The Guardian as one of the world's best reading and learning apps. Go to getstoryshots.com and download the app today.